What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in back to the channel. I know it has been over a month now since we've had a video out for you guys, but we've got some good explanation as to why that's been. Now, no surprise, we do have a brand new 2023 Acura Integra A-Spec right behind me. We'll show you guys inside and outside the vehicle of all the cool little quirks and features. You know who. And we'll go on a test drive and show you guys exactly what I do and don't like about this car. But the question of the hour is this new Acura Integra as good as or better than the older 90s Integra, the DC2? Let's find out. Starting off with the front end of the vehicle, it does have rather aggressive lines. Now, something that I find very cool that they're relating to the DC2 and the DA9 is the embossed lettering of the Integra on the front and rear bumper. It's not a sticker, it's not an emblem. They could have went 1,000 different ways to do this, but they kept true to the old school styling.
Pop the hood.
Bear with me. Now, under the hood, we do have a 1.5 liter turbo. And it's so tiny. This is actually the first time seeing it. Obviously, it's clean, brand new car. You don't have all the fancy plastic trim covering everything, which I do like. The vanity plate's kind of a gimmick to me. You got the cool Acura emblem on the valve cover, but looking at it, like, this is the tiniest valve cover I've ever seen. And it makes great power for what it is. This makes 200 horsepower. Surprisingly enough, they kept VTEC with the turbo, which adds that extra oomph when you get up into higher RPMs. Now, the paint is beautiful. It's almost like a taffeta white, which is nice because that's the, if you're familiar with the older Integras, taffeta white was like the Type R style. This isn't exactly that, but the white does look very nice because of the extra flake that's in it. It's almost like a pearl. On both front fenders, you do have the A-Spec badging. Obviously, it only comes with the A-Spec. Now, the thing that irks me that Acura did not do was they didn't give us the two-door. The Integras came with two doors back in the 90s. Now, they did have four doors as well, but we don't know if the two-door is cooler. But we all know what happens with every single car in production. We always get that really, really cool concept car, and then it just kind of falls on its face when it comes to production. Could have went worse. They could have just totally screwed this one over, but the lines on the car are super aggressive for a four-door. Moving on to the back side of the car, it's a lot more aggressive, or the styling, in my opinion, is way nicer in the back than it is in the front. I didn't even know this, but this car's a hatch, so they kept true to that, which is weird because you only got the hatch in the two-door versions, but with the DC2 and the DA9 in the four-door version, you only had the trunk. Four-door, you get the hatch. It's a little bit of both worlds. In the back, you'll notice that there is ample amounts of room for whatever you need to go on long trips. Now, we don't have a ton of recording equipment with us today, but we do have a good chunk of it, you know. The car's got everything you need, like a great sound system, and you even got some storage in the back here. But there's plenty of room for your day-to-day driving, which makes this car the perfect daily driver. You got your room, you got your speed, you got your aggressive looks, and obviously the Honda reliability is going to be there regardless of a turbo or not. Turbos create friction, friction kills engines, but it's a little 1.5. Unless you're upgrading and absolutely beating the piss out of this car, I believe that this engine will be super reliable. Now we had enough of the interior. Let's go take it on a drive. Actually, hold on, we didn't take a look at the interior. Let's go ahead. I'm just excited to drive this thing. Again, you do have the upgraded speakers in this car. My lovely sales manager, Melanie, let us take this car out for a drive and do a little review on it for you guys. She did opt for the manual, good on her. Now that's enough about the interior. Let's go hit the road. I'm not crazy about this, but they do have that electronic e-brake. So no actual handbrake, you just have the electronic button. Some people like that, I personally don't. Now the greatest thing that I think that Acura brought to the table with the new Integra is the analog feeling. The steering, the feeling of the shifter, surprisingly enough, it does not pop out a third. Now that just might be an older Honda thing, but from my experience on every single Acura Honda transmission, you always get the third gear synchro grind. That isn't the case with this. Hits third every time. Another nice feature that I didn't know, and maybe it's just because I haven't driven a lot of newer manual transmission cars, but the actual, when you blip the throttle coming off of a dead stop. Now when I'm easing off the throttle from a stop and I'm trying to row through my gears from first to sixth, it's very responsive. The accelerator, you go bum 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 with your foot and it mimics that entirely. makes you feel like you're driving a new old vehicle, as if the throttle body is cable actuated. Going up a little canyon here, I think we're on Potrero Road in Thousand Oaks or Westlake Village. Nice little windy road. I'm not going to be driving this car hard at all. It's not my car. My sales manager at work was kind enough to let us use the vehicle for the day. Yeah, so we're not doing anything stupid. We're not doing anything crazy. This car normally comes with a auto blimp feature. It's got auto rev match. Not the coolest thing in the world. The 370Z did it and everyone hated it, or at least I believe everyone. I would hate it. Melanie went through the system and I think she says it most likely voided her warranty, which kind of sucks on a brand new car. She was able to figure out how to disable the auto blip, which is awesome because it downshifts similar to a BRZ, honestly. It just, you tell it to do something and it does it. It's just a good car. It's a great car. With it being front wheel drive, obviously, I'm a rear wheel drive fanboy. Front wheel drive, I think it's the cheat mode, you know, it's cheating. Same with all-wheel drive, but front-wheel drive has less advantages than all-wheel drive. So, if I were to choose between the two, I'm going to choose front-wheel drive over all-wheel drive. I'm just not into like the STIs and stuff like that. I really believe wholeheartedly that this car was designed for the person who grew up seeing the DA9 and the DC2, the Type R, as a child and wanting it as a dream car. 20 years later, they're 35-ish. Roughly. A two-door sports car does not fit everyone's needs. But this car, being the Integra, you got your AC, you got your Apple CarPlay, it's Samsung, whatever that entertainment system is. I don't have any cars that have this. It doesn't fit me. I'm more used to a vehicle like this. Actually, I'm going to knock on their door right now and ask if that is for sale. Oh my God, and there's a Supra in the driveway. Okay, here we go. Home. Okay, I'm just gonna write a note on that card then. Someone's home, they just don't want to come to the door. Stupid idiot. The hell do I even waste my time on these old cars? I'm just gonna drive this fucking new one, get this over with. Okay, ready? As I was saying though, 35-year-old person who's buying this car, they're gonna want all these really nice features, the AC and all that. I personally like owning older cars, cars that not everyone has every day. And I also don't want to spend $40,000 and up for a newer vehicle, so I just drive my old pieces of crap. Now I make them look nice, but anyways, it's got all the great amenities that anyone could ask for, and it gets great gas mileage. In today's economy, with the gas prices being so high, this is a great car, a great sports car, I should say, because it is. It is a sports car. I'm gonna let Alina drive the car now. We're gonna end the video right here. It's been really nice to make a video after being gone for so long. Obviously, we're a little bit rusty, but just give us a couple more videos and we'll be back on the grind. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we will have an update on why we were gone. A $709,000 modification to all four of our vehicles at home. If you made it this far in the video, hit the like button because it really helps out the channel a ton. We did pass 7,000, so we're on our way to 8,000 now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because we upload every single Monday. Hit the bell notification icon so you'll be sure not to miss any videos coming up every single Monday. Almost said Friday. Every single Monday. Anyways, yeah, I'm Sal. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.